Hey friends, I'm Nichole Lee, your Starseed Intuitive. I'm here for another reading. This is going to be a full-length reading. There's a longer message that wants to come out right now, so let's see what we get. I've got some oracle cards and a couple tarot decks out here. So let's see what you need to know. I know for me, so I am really feeling, right, because we're in between two eclipses. It's this period of surrender and pause, right? And I am really feeling it, okay? Like it feels like there's like 100 things in my life that are up in the air that I'm just waiting for, right? Wow, my hair looks really crazy. Good times. So you may be feeling that too. And there's a level of like impatience with this feeling, right? And the thing about it is the root of impatience is actually still fear, okay? So if you are feeling this as well, this message is an opportunity to really look at that for yourself, right? How can you release more fear? I'm gonna look at the oracle cards that we already got here. Okay, so the first one that came out, this is a message to let go, okay? These are duality cards. This is the Inner Temple Oracle. So depending on which way it comes out is a different message. And we got let go. So I feel like this is related to what I was just talking about. So how can you release another layer, another level of fear so that you can feel this open to receive energy, right? Look, her heart chakra is just glowing here, okay? So how can you release another level of fear? The blue is throat chakra, right? Is there something you need to speak up about? And if you're sitting here saying to yourself, I have no idea, like I don't feel like I'm in fear or whatever, the next card is call on divine support. Number 43 breaks down to a 7, which is a number of introspection, of learning about ourselves, learning about our desires, learning about our souls, right? Really deep spiritual work, healing, introspection. It's a very, in a positive way, right? This isn't a negative thing. It's very positive. It's like the good vibes, the positive energy of doing the work and how it feels after, okay? And then the message, call on divine support. So your guides are literally stepping into this reading right now to tell you that they are here. Your guides, your angels, whatever verbiage you like to use, right? Spirit, God. You are not alone, and your spirit team is assisting you. So there is some sort of fear, if you are feeling this impatience, that needs to be released right now. I know for me, I'm going to, after I finish these readings, I'm going to sit in meditation. Meditation, okay, that's a billion cards. Meditation has always been very challenging for me, but I am going to sit in meditation and I am going to let spirit speak, right? I'm just going to see what happens. So we got one card so far, the Knight of Cups. Okay, Knights are all about movement, about action. Cups are our emotions, our intuition. Okay, so what is your heart asking you to do? What is your intuition nudging you to do at this time, right? How can you, are you honoring your heart, your soul, your intuition? Or is there something that you feel guided to do and you're just not doing it, right? And again, if you don't have answers to these questions, call on divine support, pray, journal, meditate, whatever it is, you know, go in the forest, touch a tree, whatever it is that you do to connect with source, right? To get your answers, to communicate with the divine. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups. This is a beautiful couple here. Okay, so this is, I'm feeling a message of this is, you are in a space of balancing, you have balanced your divine masculine, your divine feminine energies within you, right? Because we all have divine masculine and feminine energies within us. And also balanced, still working on balancing our emotional and material worlds, right? Like there may be something that you desire that you're not having, that you haven't received yet, or something along those lines, right? There's still a balance. They're showing me the infinity symbol across these two cards. So there's still a balancing happening within the emotional, intuitive, and material worlds, which is okay, right? We're never actually done with work, right? With healing ourselves. There's always deeper and deeper layers. But the fact that this is the Queen and a King, this is like reaching mastery levels in these things, okay? So you're doing the work. What do you need to let go of? What is still lurking, I'm hearing, in your subconscious that you can release, right? And again, you can call on divine support if you don't know the answer to this question. Yeah, 7 of Pentacles. So you've already put in so much work, right? This figure has already planted these seeds and nourished them to get them to grow to this point. And again, another 7, okay? So this message of going within, of trusting your intuition, of learning about your spiritual self, of leaning on your spiritual self, I'm hearing. Thank you, Spirit. So he's planted all of these, and it's not quite time for harvest yet. So at this point, he's kind of wishing it was time for harvest, right? He doesn't have the happiest look on his face, but he's determining whether it is worth it for him to continue putting his energy into these plants, or if maybe he should start a new crop or whatever, right? Should he continue to put his energy here, or should he direct his energy elsewhere, right? Like it's a time of really checking in with your soul, checking in with your heart, right? Like what are you focusing on, and is it working for you, right? This can be as simple as we allow it to be. This doesn't have to be deeply complicated or ritualistic. This doesn't have to be anything like that. This can be simple and easy if we allow it to be, okay? Okay, so you're gonna wanna do this. You're gonna really wanna do this. Let go of whatever it is that you're still holding on to, right? And I'm hearing before the next eclipse on the 21st. This is timeless as well. So if you're not seeing this right now when it's posted, then this is just within the next week or so, okay, for you. So you're gonna wanna do this. What can you let go of? How can you call on the divine to assist you further as you're doing this balancing, as you're doing this introspective work, as you are really feeling into your heart and soul about your life and your choices and your path, right? Because the cards, the next tarot cards that we got, like, you're gonna want to do this, because we got the Wheel of Fortune, the 6 of Wands, and the 2 of Cups, okay? So these cards, the Wheel of Fortune is all about the wheel turning in your favor, right? Things getting better, improvements, right? If anywhere things have been unbalanced, it's like it's shifting and changing. They're showing me in my mind's eye, like from the Middle Ages, like a giant wooden wheel essentially, and it's like it's turning, and you know the creaking sound, like I hear all of it, and I see the wheel physically turning, okay? And then the 6 of Wands, this is a card of success, recognition. 6 is a number of harmony, right? Of peace, of inner peace. So the figure here has just come back from a war that he has won, right? He's got the victory wreath here. And he is being recognized by everyone in his town, in his city, whatever, for the amazing job that he's done. So this is a card of victory, of achievement, okay? And then the 2 of Cups. So this can be about relationships, but this can also be about alignment with your higher self, right? 2 is a number of balance, of connection, of alignment. So I really feel like this message is urging you Go within. Meditate, journal, swim, take a bath, whatever it is that you do to get yourself into that quiet, centered place so that you can really feel and hear Spirit talking to you, guiding you, right? Because it's all, you're in this in between. It's like this liminal space in between eclipses, like I was saying, right? It's uncomfortable. We don't know what's coming. We feel like we're waiting. There might be some impatience cropping up. But now is the time when you are feeling this to really close your mouth, close your eyes, feel, listen, right? Catch the synchronicities that the universe is throwing at you, because there are plenty. I promise you that, even if you haven't noticed them yet. Because the cycle is, so this is the ending of a cycle. That's what this time frame is right now, right? The universe, this is the time to let go of the wheel and surrender, right? The universe is pulling things out of our lives and putting new things in our lives, right? Everything is being orchestrated and rearranged. 11:11 on my timer right now. Everything is being orchestrated and rearranged. This is our new life starting to come in. And the process of change and the process of all of this can be uncomfortable, okay? Just because we don't know what's coming and it's unfamiliar and things feel weird and, you know, I get it. I am right there with you, friend. I am right there with you. So I'm going to get one more card. This is the Oracle of Portals. So Spirit, what is the final card, the final message for this collective? What do they need to hear right now in this time of the in-between, of this murky, muddy void space? Let's see what we get here. Thank you. We got two. We got voyage and peace. Okay, so what I'm feeling is this is what, like, now I'm hearing, come along and ride on a fantastic voyage, right? I feel like, so there's two messages coming through with this voyage card. First of all, it's number 35, which is an 8. Abundance, limitless possibilities, right? There are no limits except the ones you put on yourself. I feel like not only is this journey, this spiritual awakening journey that we are on, a voyage, but it's like the second part of that message is once we are over this hump, right? Or this valley, I might say, that's more what it feels like. Once we get through this valley and we get to the next peak, right? There's so much adventure waiting, right? What's coming is such a broader perspective, such new experiences, and such a new you, really. Because this is truly beautiful imagery. And all this water is talking about how this might be emotional for you, right? And there's mountains and peaks here, right? This is all about, it was just 1333 on my timer. It's all about the journey. The end goal, not so much, right? Of course, it's great to have goals. Of course we have goals. We're humans. That's what we do. But the most important part is right now. And peace. There's a new level of peace coming in. This is a number 31, which breaks down to a 4. Number of stability, of confidence in where you stand, right? Having the foundation, having created a foundation that is solid and strong and beautifully divine. It's like you're building this new foundation right now. And this has been a long time coming. And we've got swans here. Both of these cards have a whole lot of water in them, okay? So there is a lot of emotion in this process. But it's so worth it, right? The more you are able to surrender let go, right? And now, because especially with the colors, let it go, right? Hearing that song, okay? So there's something, it's time to look within again. It's time to look within again. It's time to ask the divine to help you release anything that no longer serves your path forward, anything that might be holding you back, anything that is keeping you from this solid foundation, these feelings of peace, anything that might be keeping you from this abundance, this recognition, this success, this connection, okay? It's time, it's what it's time for. It's time for another deep dive. And you can do it. Remember, you're never alone. You're never, ever alone, even when it feels like it. Even if you don't have anyone in the physical world any other humans that you can talk to or be with in this way that we're talking right now. Spirit is here. You are never alone. Call on Spirit. It's a lovely message. So thank you for being here with me, my friends. I adore sharing these messages with you. It's just my favorite. Yeah. I also have personal sessions open if you would like to dig deeper in your own personal situation. So until next time, my friends, take a deep breath and dive in, because what's coming is so much better than what's going. Until next time, my friends, take care.